Hey crafters, Leo with the Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our Penguin gift card ornament. I've got all of my pieces here in front of me, as should you, and this one's going to go real quick. And as you can see, I have here in front of me the main structure for our little ornament. And you'll see a fold here and here for the arms. I'm going to fold it back and then fold it over. And that is just naturally going to create the little pocket for the gift card. Now, we did include a standard version, which fits your typical size gift card. Now, I know after going to and doing this for a few years now, everyone's making large gift cards. Some of these you can open up and it will reveal a standard size gift card, but some of them are not. Some of them are this size. And in your folder, you'll notice that we have a large version for those larger gift cards, so you can make it either way, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna begin by gluing this white piece onto our main structure here. So let's get that glue going. Make sure your bottle's nice and ready to go, your tip's nice and clean. And we'll get this glued into place. And it's literally just a little paper piecing project. You know, we need to keep producing stuff, obviously, but we realize that this time of year, you don't always have the most time to get into the craft room and work on things. And if you do work on things, you want them to be practical and useful. And I thought this was a great little addition to our library of content. It will definitely be super cute, all hung up on your tree for your recipients. Now let's take a look at the little hat. We'll kind of work our way from the top down. Okay, and we added this extra layer just to sort of reinforce the little hole so that when you do hang this, it doesn't rip through the paper. So we're going to take our pattern piece and put that on top of our solid piece here. You just want to match this up. It's identical. There we go. And then we have a few little glittery, snowy elements for the little pom-pom and the little brim of the hat. And I'll just pop that right into place. It'll be, if you're making the larger version, it's probably going to be easier to work with because the pieces are obviously bigger, but I think these are definitely manageable. If you find that maybe it's not, grab yourself, many of you already have a little pick-me-up tool, and that will come in super handy. And now let's put the little pom-pom in place. Just a few little drops of glue will do. Pop that right on there. Just make sure that the little scallops all match up nicely. And press that into place. Here we go. And we can flip this whole piece over and apply our glue to the back and then get that onto our main structure here. And this pretty much just speaks for itself. Just line that up, especially with that little hole there. And I've got little bits of glitter flaking off, not a big deal. There we go. Okay, so working our way down, let's grab our beak. The beak is made up of these three pieces. We're going to start with this piece with the little cutout for the mouth. And that's going to get glued onto the pink layer, which is basically his little cute little tongue. Okay. We'll get that in place. And then we have a third layer. It's going to go on top of this to give the nose a nice dimensional look. Just a few little dots of glue will do. Flip it around and get that flush with the top and that little point where his beak is. And press that into place. And then you can see here, there's a set of little markers, and that's to help you with the placement of this entire piece. Right in there. We'll go ahead and we have the little mittens here. There's a brighter red piece, I think it's All American Red, That's going to go on the bottoms of each of these little mittens. So just line that up, flush with the bottom. We'll give it a nice little two-toned look. Same thing with the other one. Okay. And then you'll notice that we have 4 sets of feet. We did that to reinforce them because we knew we were going to foam square these, and I inked just the top layer. No sense in inking the layer underneath it because you're not going to see it. So you just want to kind of put those together, just like that. Line it up as accurately as you can. There we go. There's one. Grab the other one. Just a few little dots. This one should go together pretty quick. There we go. Okay, good deal. There is a little Christmas tree that he'll be holding. And we're going to take, in my case, I have a really pretty green glitter, and that's going to go on top of, we have a gold foil for the ornaments and the star. And then we also included a white layer just to stabilize the little star at the top. Instead of keeping it one layer, wanted to keep it at least 2, so it was just nice and sturdy. Okay, so we're going to take this whole piece. This almost has like a craft paper on the back of it, which, boy, does that make it so much easier to glue things to. So you just want to line that up. That's going to be your back layer. Keep that star nice and secure. There we go. Okay, so there's that. And let's take a look at the little scarf. Now you'll notice that we have little frills at the ends of both sections, and you can take and just kind of go back and forth and fold them away and towards you. Just alternate and then kind of squeeze them back together so they're not that far apart. And then that just kind of gives it a nice realistic look. The solid layer is going to be the back layer. We're going to take our really pretty plaid pattern and put that right on top of the solid. Just line that up as accurately as you can. Okay, there we go. So that one's good. And then we'll take this one. Now you'll notice that there's a little score mark on that one. You want to fold that back, obviously keep it out of the way. And we're going to glue this little strip onto the other section of our scarf. Make sure you line that up correctly. Should be flush with the top, right up to that little score mark, so that just those little frills remain. And then what we'll do is put a little bit of glue, in my case, on the smooth side of the cardstock. And you'll notice that there's like a little notch cut into this plaid part. You want to line that up with that little notch. And then press the tab onto the back. So let's get our little gloves installed real quick. Throw a little bit of glue on the back of each of the gloves. And now obviously you want this here with the arms folded in. Line that up and hold it in place. There we go. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, really quick, cute, practical. If you're going somewhere for Christmas and you got gift cards, you can, when you arrive, just pop them on the tree, and you can say, hey, whoever it's for, you can be like, hey, check out what I got you. Especially if it's a little kid, even if it's an adult, they'll still appreciate it. All right, let's get our eyes in place first. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with this black piece. And just because of how ovals cut, take it and pop it into the little slot first, just to make sure it fits nicely before you glue it. That one seemed to fit nicely. Okay, I'll grab the next one and make sure I'm following my own advice here. And if you need to like rotate it the other way, flip it around, whatever you need to do, that's fine. Looks like that way is going to fit nicely. Just a tiny bit of glue, pop it in there. There we go. And yeah, we did include print-to-cut versions of the eyes in case you don't want to assemble all these little tiny pieces. Okay, the next part here, we're gonna glue it like that so that it's pretty much right flush along the inside, so it just leaves that little bit of black on the side away from the center of the face. Okay, so just very gently pop that in there. Make sure that you leave a little bit of that black around the outside. And do the same thing on the other side. And that is going kind of flush towards the inside. Okay. Take a look at that. That looks nice. Press that down. Okay, next, let's grab our blue piece. Okay, and that again is going to go towards the inside bottom like that, roughly. Okay. Yeah, the print-to-cut obviously will be a lot easier if you're not fond of working with tiny little pieces like this. We've given you that option. I don't mind it personally. My biggest complaint when it comes to working with pieces this small is that the machines just don't really cut circles very well. Okay. All right, so now that you want to make sure also that the larger circle is at the top. And then grab your little black piece, and half of it's kind of cut out. Make sure you get the full circle aligned and that half circle matched up with that little half circle. There we go. We're going to do the same thing with this little blue piece for the left eye. Just a few little dots of glue. Again, sort of bottom right and flush along the inside, like so. And then grab your remaining black piece. I'm going to match up the small circle, and then, of course, the large circle as well. Pardon my head. And there we go. Okay. Now we can take the scarf here, and I'm just going to put glue on the main part of it here, not on the little tails. I'm going to leave those alone. We want those to be somewhat dimensional. And just match that up with that white piece there. That's the shadow layer. Okay, there we go. Press that down. And then a few ways you can do this. I'm going to bring this arm in. You can foam square this arm down, put the tree on top, and bring this in, have him holding it like this, and then bring that down. I think that's fine. I think we'll do it like that. Okay, so that being said, let's get some foam squares out. And I'll put a foam square on this little hand, bring him in. Okay, then take this little tree, put it right there, and let's glue that down. Just going to put a little bit of glue right there. You can kind of be holding it a little sideways too. It's not a big deal. Okay, and then I'm going to take and grab a foam square here for this hand, and bring that in like so. And then finally here, we can take another little foam square. I'm going to put it up a little bit higher, just above the little frills, bring it down so it sits like that, and there we have it. Okay, now let's not forget his little feet. We'll flip these over. I'm going to put some foam squares on these as well. I think one is fine. Okay, you can glue these down too, it's up to you. And then you got to put them down like this. Make sure it's flush with the bottom and lined up with that white shadow so we don't see it poking through from behind. And let's grab the last one here. And then of course, grab some string, feed it through that little hole there. And there he is. Naturally, by doing that, it creates a little pocket. Perfect, and we are good to go. So that's gonna do it for our cute little penguin. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please visit us on our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button while you're there. There's a little bell you can click on, and that will give you in-browser notifications anytime we release a new project. And if you make this or anything from our new bundle, I'd love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Official. That's where you'll find myself and over 46,000 other dreamers that inspire us daily. So hope you had a blast. Merry Christmas. And as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where you'll find over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly tutorials. I'll see you in the craft room.